Nice.
Smithy looks great.
Yeah, dude.
But what do you think about his coaching so far?
Look,
All right, so I have a policy. It's called I don't comment on coaching ever because I don't know. I did not answer on every single coach of the split poll that we do. I'm being honest right now to everybody. I am not in tune enough with the programs and practices that the coaches are engaging with the players to make an informed decision. I don't know what the hell's going on back there, and I'm happy to let them learn and do their own thing.
Hey, and the players say positive things about Xmithy, especially since they call him Papa Jake. So like, he's somebody that actually consistently can work with Kenvi and leveling him up. And I think he has been getting better and better, seeing the Vi pick for him too. So he's not even phased by the bans going against him.
Wait, you just called him Papa Jake, so technically we have Papa X Smithy and Papa Smithy all within one roof?
You're right.
I am so excited. There's so much content to be... Okay, can we talk about how Annie keeps getting picked? Because I'm excited for this. It's new to me because I've been avoiding solo queue because my feelings get hurt when I play, but I also saw LS popping off about it. So Annie's just meta and good now?
Yes. After the huge buff towards her shield, and of course, just like being able to have more access to your stun, she's just seeing a lot of pick, mostly for support though.
I mean, she was so broken. She had a 59% win rate, and they had to hotfix nerf her as soon as they buffed her. So she was a bit of a war crime before. She's not as bad now, but she's very powerful. So
if you're concerned about getting your feelings hurt, you're not going to have a good time here casting with flowers.
Why am I the bad guy?
I wonder.
Look, man, the clip was out of context. I already told you guys. Oh, we've got another one of Ovelee's favorite champions, the Nautilus, picked up.
Yeah, so you know how a lot of people say, oh, Ovilee, you play Lux and Soraka. That's some e-girl support stuff. Nah, when I break out the Nautilus and the Leona, that's my e-woman support. That's when I come in. I throw the hook, I throw the E on Leona, and I just stand on top of them and CC them until they're down.
Or until you die. That's usually how it goes.
Yeah, because you're supposed to be my bot laner, and then you just never support me. You never back me up.
For a reason.
Okay.
One thing I will say about what IMT's strategy here is they're just trying to put in a lot more engage options here. Vi and Nautilus seem to be the pick. Usually when we see Nautilus in this meta, it's alongside Kai'Sa, but no. In fact, they're going to be working towards the Xayah and Nautilus. A lot of the players have been talking about how Fleshy is just a good engaged support, so it seems like they're forcing that option.
Okay. I mean, I'm always more of a fan of Nautilus with something that feels very aggressive, like the Kai'Sa, like what you're talking about, to dive in together.
Yeah.
Xayah, of course, is good at not getting killed, which is going to be a serious task when you're up against Annie and Wukong trying to dive into you. Of course, we unfortunately have Zeri, another game here, game number 2 of the day. I'm expecting to see plenty of her throughout the day as things continue. Sion and Azir banned out by Immortals. Talia was the ban in second half from Team Liquid. There's got to be one more coming out here. They've got a couple seconds left to think about it. They're running the clock all the way down. They know it's got to be something for a solo lane, and it'll be Rise. Okay, keeping that one away from AblazeOlive.
Oh.
Okay, first rule of pro play, don't get bamboozled by picks that look fun.
This one you should react to.
That's not a fun pick.
Is that?
That's...
Hey, Flowers.
No.
Is that Viktor from Arcane?
I still have that word muted on Twitter permanently because of you and Moose.
And now you're going to extend
You made me mute his name. It is removed forever.
Technically, you could mute me from the stream by just continuously pressing my cough button.
Okay.
No.
Flowers, you have an idea.
It's a sacred rule. You can't touch other people's cough buttons.
Except for hers.
No, there's rules. You can't go about doing these things. Okay, we got Akali locked in for Team Liquid, so a little bit of action here in the middle. We're going for a Viktor kill lane attempt from TL. Ovilee, I know that you used to work with TL in the past, and now they're trying to kill Viktor. So you might be a little at odds here.
No, I told you from as soon as we started this draft phase, Simu Liu was at the Liquid facilities, probably for some like Marvel Shang-Chi stuff, and they did not invite me. They didn't invite me.
You're with FlyQuest now. Why would they?
So you're literally now going to be an IMT supporter for that reason? Is that what you're telling me?
Absolutely. Plus, I see that Jake is there.
Okay, well, unfortunately for IMT, they are 2-7 on the season. Not the greatest record. However, fortunately for them, their opponents are only 3-6. Team Liquid has been having a bit of a rougher time than I think a lot of people would have expected. You come into this split, everybody's seeing like, okay, they're building a roster of all Korean players. Like they're going for the comms, they're going for the all sorts of scrims all the time approach, and we just haven't seen the dividends yet, but we get to see the Irelia counter pick into the Gnar. Revenge is ready to square up with that against a dude who does not know how to click his champion backwards in Summit. This is going to be a battle here in the top lane.
I can't wait for it, Flowers. The one thing we saw it was actually from CLG. It was Dokla picking up Irelia and having a lot of wins in this specific counter matchup, and so nice to see that IMT is making use of their counter pick, 5-pick for Revenge, and they're likely going to be playing towards him. One thing to take note of, although a lot of people have been memeing Summit, this man in lane has been dominant. Highest CSD at 8 in the laning phase throughout the entire split. It's what happens past that is the question.
Yeah, it's what happens when the enemy jungler...
For more comfort in that respect, whereas Team Liquid, look, it's just about executing in team fights. That's what I'm looking for. It's going to be a win now type of scenario for TL.
Okay, so Ovilee, my next question is for you, actually.
Me? Okay,
because
got it,
one of
got
the
it.
conversations you always see come up on social media, on Reddit and stuff like that, when people ask, like, why is the team failing or why is the team not putting up the results we expected? One of the things that always gets suggested is every team should have a noob that they just, like, sanity check stuff with, right? You have to have, like, the noob intuition to counteract, like, the over-analysis of the pro mind.
Okay.
So since you're the noob, I'm going to ask you, where is first blood happening? And
we're
who's
playing
getting
this
killed?
game.
Yeah, I want to see your psychic prediction. Where's it going down? How's
I
it
love
going to be?
this. It's 100% going to be in the bot lane. It's
Okay.
going to be Fleshy picking up the kill onto Yeon because he's actually going to he's accidentally going to KS it from tactical.
Okay, all right.
happen.
We've got the Ovilee
Very
prediction. I
specific.
like this. I like this. No, that's what I wanted.
I got a question too, Flower, since I am
Okay.
the noob caster coming in here.
This is your first LCS
can-
cast. You're the noob.
I know. how can I best support you and Raz in this situation besides screaming for Viktor?
Well, I can see you're still trying to draw on the thing. I still wish I could help you figure out how to draw on the thing because honest to God, it's not a bit. I don't know how to work it. Isaac and Kobe are the only two that know how to use it.
I'm
so
glad she can.
I'm not 100% sure how that thing's going to end up coming to fruition, but maybe we'll be able to figure it out later because bottom lane, it's immediately into the action. Level 1, 2v2 as CoreJJ has to flash backwards, and Tactical and Fleshy are feeling good about it.
Yeah, it's a great start for IMT's spots out of the map. They're going to allow Team Liquid to push into them and perhaps get some help from Kenvi so they can make use of that flash timer there. So CoreJJ could be that, he could be a target.
I like Core. He's so sweet.
Good dude, man. Put together lots of in-houses back in the day. He's
Yeah.
always been a big proponent of trying to make the region better. Team Liquid's obviously been playing like crazy amounts of scrims and practice and everything else, and hopefully it starts, working out for him here soon. Topside Summit versus Revenge. I like watching both these guys because neither one of them's afraid to just get in there and get scrappy and try to go for the Chad play.
Yeah, I mean, in Champions Queue, you see it a lot, especially with Summit. You see him playing to his limits on stage. Oh, hell yeah, he does that in Champions Queue to the nth degree. And so it's going to be interesting when we were talking about where we're going to be seeing action first, where first blood's going to happen. I actually think it's going to be top lane.
Okay.
Simply because we talked about how Revenge is going to be playing Irelia towards Summit. We are also seeing Kenvi path towards the top side of the map. And since Viktor should be having prio early versus Haeri here, I expect there to be at least a setup towards a dive. If it doesn't happen, that would be a failure in my opinion.
So you say it's going to be topside. Which way is it going?
Oh, I think it's going to be IMT. IMT will
Okay.
get the first kill. It should be on Summit. Whether or not the play is going to be successful, I don't know.
Okay, all right, but we're predicting that should be the outcome. Fair enough, fair enough. 3.5 minutes into the game, no big meaningful leads from either side. Jungler's not really getting involved in a whole lot here either. Pyosik just farming up. The man who is the current reigning world champion jungler, been off to a little bit of a rough start, had a couple of missed smites, a couple of mistimed plays throughout the first half of Spring Split here, and everybody's kind of just waiting to see if he can turn on, if he can become that world champion import that I think a lot of people were looking forward to.
Yeah, you're right. Not hitting the expectations, but the ganks he has been having in the early portions of the game have been good. Most of the time towards top lane, Summit has been getting like a decent amount of ganks, efficient ones, but the bot lane's the action here.
Ooh, Kenvi jumps in, tries to go after Yeon, but he steps away from the Vault Breaker, just gives him the frog emote. And all right, they're good. Pyosik still just being patient, waiting, seeing if Tactical and Fleshy step up.
What's the most tilting emote for you to see?
The most tilting one?
Yeah, the most tilting emote for you to see. Like someone, stops your gank.
I would
Goes
say
with
yeah,
camp.
so bring it emote.
I think it's probably like its basic thumbs up is the most tilting one because it's like this guy doesn't even care about his own trash talk, but he's still talking trash anyway.
Yeah.
Or the mastery spamming. That's literally the worst. I'm gonna use that one as the tilting one.
you know about the secret tech? You just bind it to your ultimate key, so then every time you use your ulti, or like if you have an aggressive summoner spell like Ignite or something, every time you ignite, you have it flash mastery as well. There's some people who are truly degenerate that like play Yasuo and also bind it to Q. So every time he stabs, he's just mastery flashing.
That's the worst thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, so let's move on. I literally
coming to a solo queue near you.
Please no.
I think my favorite usage has been when Hunter Thieves brought contracts in, and then he was, beating Cloud9 and used the Cloud9 emote on him?
Oh, those are always really good, yeah.
So
you pick somebody else's emote, somebody else's logo, and use it when you kill them. That's a little bit of the extra sauce there. Ooh. But there's not a whole lot of action either way here.
Yeah, but Summit's in trouble here. Wave's frozen towards Revenge. Revenge is posturing aggressively to trade on towards Summit, and Vi is pathing towards the top side of the map. So he does need bailing out. Problem is, the monkey, Pyosik on Wukong, is pathing towards bot side, so the assist is not going to be there. So a little bit of trouble here.
Okay, Summit. These are the situations where he's been criticized before because he gets aggressive, he overstays, and he gets smacked upside the head. Let's see if he's able to navigate this properly. Hitting level 6 is a big deal. It means as long as he's in Mega Gnar form, he can stop a lot of the ganks pretty effectively. Kenvi only being level 4 on the Vi. Hitting level 5 now at least, so not as big of a deal as it was about to be. But level 4, you jump in on a level 6 Gnar. If he's ready to transform, he has the ability to turn it around very easily.
Yeah.
Summit, man, he's playing this safe.
And the observers are doing a great job here showing what the ward coverage has been, but he jumps forward, didn't notice.
Did I cast or curse it? Oh, man, as soon as I said he was playing it safe, he steps forward, gets the ulti to slam them both into the wall, trying to walk it off, but the Vault Breaker's coming in, stops him up, beats him up. Goodbye, first blood over to Kenvi.
That was tough, man. I don't know what he was doing there because, yes, he was trying to get the wave crashing in. He was trying to jump forward aggressively, but the ward coverage was perfect. One in Tri-Bush. He also had Scuttle in the river. So he would be able to see where Kenvi was. And that moment was impatient. He was doing a great job up until that point, so first blood goes towards Revenge. Or actually towards Kenvi with the assist of Revenge.
Yeah, Revenge gets the assist. Haeri's trying to get a little cheeky here with the AblazeOlive, jumps right back into his smoke. Ovilee, how you doing?
Not a day goes by where I'm not waiting for a human Viktor skin from Arcane.
Human Viktor? He literally has plastic.
Like, the Arcane skin.
Oh, okay. Tactical. Okay, buddy. That was a little dicey. What's up?
Oh, I just wanted to pat you on the shoulder.
Oh, I thought you were trying to communicate something.
You and Raz are doing like these hand signs. It looks like you're doing freaking Naruto hand signs and signals going back and forth. So I'm just kind of here observing. Just glad that I can be in the middle of this friendship.
Yeah, I'm going to use my my Sharingo Jutsu.
Yeah, you got the second word right.
Okay, cool. All right, that's one more than I expected. One more than I expected to get. Ovilee, I have to actually ask you since we don't have a whole lot of action going on. What's Chainsaw Man? Because Kobe asked me that like last week. I didn't know what that was, and the audience laughed.
Okay, so I just got a talking to from climbing over and holding up a sign at the beginning of the show, so I'm not going to go into depth what Chainsaw Man is, but oh no, CoreJJ.
Hold on, they're ready to go after CoreJJ. Fleshy flashes forward, goes for the dredge line, forces a flash in trade. Yeon's ready to go back in there, maybe. Haeri, dive underneath the turret. Perfect execution, ain't perfect enough, and AblazeOlive lives with 30 HP.
So close, man. Haeri goes for it. And AblazeOlive lives just... Oh, and he stops his base.
They stop the back. The dredge line comes in, and he punches him right in the jaw. It's 2-0 Immortals.
That's what you get for not inviting me to go see
Okay. someone gag her. But yeah, that was awful. Okay, get your mind out of the gutter, please. I appreciate it. But the fact that Haeri was going for the kill, something that I've just genuinely never seen from him. Just being able to, he thought he had the angle.
Okay.
Goes for it. Let's take it one more time. Alt E. And yes, the ulti was great from AblazeOlive, but he just didn't have damage. I wish I saw how much HP it had. It feels like it was just in the single digits.
So low. And then up here, Kenvi just committing the flash to guarantee that he connects with the Vault Breaker. He can burst Haeri down.
Man has sweat in his brow.
Yeah, he's like,
oh, wow.
Calculated.
Thank God I got out of that one.
Calculated.
Chainsaw Man is an anime about a guy who becomes a devil hunter, in a sense. and there are many women involved, and it's fantastic.
His head turns into a damn chainsaw. That's all you need to know.
He pulls like this little like ripcord that's hidden underneath his tie, and then there's also other great characters like Power. Power's kind of like me because she is crazy, and then she uses like blood to attack people.
Dude, I feel like half the time you weebs are just making this stuff up, just telling it to me to see if I'll believe it. His head's a chainsaw?
Yes.
Okay.
No. Copyrighted.
All right, yeah. Ovilee, be careful. We don't want to get DMCA. We don't want to DMCA the whole LCS.
It's okay. Unlike Rafa, I'm so off-key with anything that I sing that it's impossible to be detected.
The algorithm won't be able to pick you up? All right. Well, we can at least count on that, as Haeri lands a little bit of damage here on AblazeOlive. But after that last one, do you think he's still feeling it, or do you think that last one's got him a little, like, shaking up the confidence?
A little shaken there.
Okay.
A little, just a tiny bit. But I like what I see so far. Something that has been growing slowly is just Kenvi. Kenvi in the bot side of the map, he was hovering just in case because, you know, trying to get a shot at CoreJJ, who has no flash. But it feels like Yeon and CoreJJ have just been playing respectfully. So it seems like the tone has changed quite significantly, but
oh, they go for the dive, and this time they got more than enough to take him out. They'll send him back to Arcane in a body bag, and it's Team Liquid finally getting on the board.
Don't talk about my husband like that. Okay, wait, I want to try. Can I try to play-by-play?
Yeah, the next fight you can.
Okay,
we'll go ahead and pass it off on the next fight.
Okay.
Brace yourself.
You'll know the go button because I'll say, okay, Ovilee, go. That's going to be your signal.
Okay, I'm down, and hopefully you'll give me a nicer Gordon Ramsay rating.
No.
Why would you want a Gordon Ramsay rating that's nice?
Because you know what? I think we need a Gordon Ramsay rating live so that everyone knows what you think of me and my guest.
Please be harsh.
Please be harsh.
If it's a Gordon Ramsay one, it's going to be harsh. That's the entire point of doing the Gordon Ramsay ones.
I'm so excited for it.
Well, we got to get a fight first, and this game's not exactly been super bloody. 3 kills just about 12 minutes into the game. Only 200 gold separating the teams. Team Liquid up in gold despite being down in kills, and it's because they're farming better pretty much everywhere except top lane.
Yeah, that trade that happened towards the bot side of the map where Tactical lost quite a bit, hurt him a lot. Lost a full wave as he based and came back, so that one's probably where the biggest dent is.
Ovilee, are you okay over there?
I'm still trying to figure out how to do the fancy stuff, but I
would
think
hope.
touch screen just isn't working.
I like to think that the producers shut that feature off.
Producers, did you shut the feature off where I could draw on the thing? Because
Please say yes to her.
Yeah, just say yes and it can end. That's all we got to do. Revenge is once again dealing with the aggro Summit Gnar.
Oh,
and
no!
Now, he missed it! He missed the wall of follow-up! Haeri hits his spells, but it's too little, it's too late. Summit tried to set it up, but unfortunately, Revenge is just gonna coolly and casually walk away.
that's rough. That looked like one of my ults.
That's... Come on, Ovilee, we're not supposed to be excessively mean. Hold on. Summit with a hop, skip, and a jump away. But now Revenge is ready to follow, but Pyosik's got the follow-up. Revenge is going to be killed off first. Summit is still alive. Kenvi looking for a last little bit of damage to be able to find him, but he won't grab him. AblazeOlive shows up, but it's only to see the corpses of his friends. It's a 2-0 for TL.
Well done from Pyosik, was sitting in the bush just for the wave to get crashed in. And then the moment he saw Kenvi go all in for it, it was easy to be able to take out Revenge there, so really well done. Summit has been the focus for quite some time this game, but he's not been able to get anything off of this one, so nice.
And that was even after Summit goofed up the initial engage.
Yes.
And just slammed the Mega Gnar into nothing, wall up the floor. You would think that it's a good opportunity to punish, but Team Liquid's ready to go. And I like the fact that they're reading these plays. They're saying, okay, we have a top laner who is a magnet for violence. Like, every time he only wants to PvP, so more people are going to PvP him. Let's just read that correctly and shadow it. Take another look at how it went down.
All right, so this is just after we saw the first dive happen. So they all in for him. Revenge doesn't have the HP to go all in, but he wants to commit. Otherwise, Kenvi is going to be the next target. And so he was just unlucky overall. Did not expect to see Pyosik sitting in the bush for that long. But overall, a great job done from Team Liquid. A fun stat that I ended up seeing before the game
Ooh, what do you got?
is that for how much Summit actually gets off in the top side of the map, right? The CSD, the amount that he's able to like dominate a lot of lanes, and of course get counterpick quite frequently. The jungle proximity for his own jungler is actually really low. So even though Pyosik comes up top and gets the gank off, they're efficient. Immediate gank, get a kill, back away, hover towards bot side of the map.
Okay.
It's usually Summit on his own. So the fact that he's able to do this a lot says a lot for just how strong of a laner he is. And then now, he has been the target. His team has backed him up. It's a nice start from Team Liquid.
I agree.
Good job.
Thanks, Ovilee. Also, another thing worth pointing out, Revenge with the Blade of the Ruined King completed. For those of y'all that were watching in previous weeks when we had Whippo here, Whippo talked about how Irelia versus Gnar, once Irelia completes Blade of the Ruined King, Gnar all of a sudden has to be very respectful, very afraid whenever he's in the mini form because Irelia has such a kill threat on him. But when you got buddies, when you got Pyosik monkeying around here in the top side, just swings through, gets the gank, gets the kill. Ovilee, go!
Annie tippers, but Shelly's in the mix, and E-Woman Fleshy is able to land the dredge line, but now they're chasing down Pyosik, who's chasing Viktor. Oh, wait a second, Vi died in the corner, and I wasn't paying attention. Oh, no, but Pyosik's got the monkey staff. He's ulting, and Viktor's dead. Vi
Flowers, let her hear it.
How'd you think of that?
Please.
Nope, I can't say what I want to say on this channel, or we're going to get in trouble. So I'm just going to say good job, Ovilee.
Ovilee,
How we're going to leave it.
that was the most disgusting play-by-play I have ever heard.
In a good way, disgusting, like sick, right?
I can't hear anymore. I have tinnitus. So, I think you need to take a break.
I think you need to take a break.
Because I certainly do.
Isn't Gnar still 0% in LCS? A reminder that Revenge's first game in the LCS was against Team Liquid. He played Irelia against Alphari and got a solo kill in his debut. Yay!
Well, let's see if we can keep it up.
Wait! Flowers really throwing Ovilee off the deep end.
Yeah, that was Flowers.
That was totally
No, that was all
context.
Flowers. Every single bit of that one was you, and you really need to chill out.
You guys dug for that clip too. That's back when I had Poggy Woggy hair. That's from like 2.5 years ago.
And you had a clean-shaven face, which I don't know about that anymore.
Here, maybe they want you to recast
It's
this moment?
replay time.
So the fun thing is, this is literally Herald setup. You're seeing bot side, Fleshy is going towards the top side to be able to, so they're just trying to get this wave in so Revenge can come in on time. So the fact that he dies here, Pyosik reads the play, they try to evacuate, but then perfect timing from Haeri to keep them there for the fight to continue. So that's mostly it.
I think that's what I said when I was doing the play-by-play.
I'm really glad that we had this replay because the first time that I watched this fight, for some reason, I had no ability to accurately discern what was happening.
I don't know what
But
it was.
Now that we got to see it the second time, I feel much more educated about the state of the game, which, by the way, is 3,500 gold lead for Team Liquid. Feeling really good about this one, my friends.
You know what? One thing that's great is that we're back in the studio, and so there's witnesses and people in the crowd, and so I can ask them, crowd, is Flowers being nice to me?
Yes, I said good job.
No, look at everyone's going boo.
That sounds like a yes from
Yeah, I heard some yeps.
Yeah.
Raise your hand if you said yep. Oh,
That's a
come
lot of
on!
yeps. That's a lot of yeps.
Thank you, crowd. You are the best. We'll bring you guys on for the TriCast next time.
Oh, they're excited about that.
We'll just put a stick mic over the middle of the entire audience and see what we get.
Everyone does play-by-play at the same time, and it's just screaming.
It'll be a great last episode of the LCS. Because you know they aren't going to let us stay on this platform much longer after. Anyway, we got ourselves another Drake being picked up here by the side of TL, so they're going to get ahead in that metric too. Raz, let me ask you, buddy, what's the recipe here for Immortals? Because it feels like right now the whole damn kitchen's burning down.
I feel like they need to find a pick on Haeri on side lane. He's pushing past the river quite a bit, and Fleshy needs to hover to... Oh, Fleshy and Kenvi need to hover for a pick, because at this point, right now, there's not much AblazeOlive can do. He's just picking up waves under turret. They're pushing all three lanes. The second Drake goes over to Team Liquid. If they stick to this current state of the game, Team Liquid will win quite easily.
Oh, we got some plays being made. Summit immediately transforming, using the Mega Gnar to buy a little bit more time as his team's ready to arrive. Summit wants to disengage, but they're coming in from the side. Tactical wants to kill. Summit goes over the wall. Team Liquid's ready to counterattack in the meantime. And the first kill goes over to Haeri versus Revenge. Now Tactical's over the air. He grabs the kill, but he's going to be shut down by the Viktor. And now you'll see Pyosik go unstoppable. AblazeOlive runs into the alcove, but it's only a pretty place to die. 5 for 1. Team Liquid drowns them.
Here comes Yeon. Yeon comes from the side when the fight looks even and is able to blow people up. Tactical's trying to at least get one kill for his troubles, but he's basically in no man's land. Yeon had an amazing team fight.
I'm talking to.
Okay. Well, Ovilee, why don't you tell us what happened in the replay?
Oh, I'm going to tell you exactly what happened in the replay. Immortals kind of got stomped on. Look at the big Gnar Juju Pancake, like big smash. And then he's trying to run away, but he's not going to get to because Nautilus ult. But then I'm not an analyst.
Oh,
guys. I
God.
need help.
All you gotta do is
man.
describe what's on the screen.
Okay,
Yeon killed Tactical.
there's more liquid people than Immortals right now, and my boy Viktor is going down. You know I'm not an analyst.
Good job.
I know.
You know I'm stuck in gold.
Ooh, you can see the frustration there. Revenge, recognizing that was not what Immortals needed. More than likely, probably the thing that put them at the point now where they cannot recover this game state on their own. They're gonna need an error, some sort of screw up, some mistake from Team Liquid.
Yeah, I mean, IMT was trying to make a play topside. Kenvi was in the bush waiting for it, but Haeri's TP, not a lot of people talked about that one. Perfect timing to even up the fight, and Yeon just made a simple hover from mid lane to top to just end the fight. So IMT is making the right call, but Team Liquid overall is always covering the weak side.
So one thing I want to point out, because, you know, I criticize players when I think it's proper to criticize them, but I got to make sure that I'm giving credit where credit is due.
Okay.
I said Pyosik hasn't quite been living up to the standards a lot of people were hoping for him in the first half of Spring Split so far. This game, it was only this most recent fight where there was a kill happening that he didn't get some credit for. He is currently 10 out of 11 kill participation, 0 deaths. He's been efficient too, the way that you were talking about it, Raz, only spending the time he needs to spend to get these ganks. So he's also up in farm compared to his opponent. It is a jungle gap here in this game today.
Yeah, it's a kingdom. Pyosik's gank towards mid lane over Raptor Wall was a beautiful one to get the kill on towards AblazeOlive. The hover and top side to get the kill on towards Revenge and Kenvi. I felt like he is literally at the right place, at the right time. And it's just nice to be able to sing his praises for somebody who's had a rough start so far.
Ovilee, your thoughts?
I was reading Twitch chat.
What?
They got,
Outsourcing your information?
yeah, exactly. Listen, I just do whatever Reddit and Twitch chat tell me to do.
What's the opinion? What's your take from
I
reading
saw a
Twitch
lot
chat?
of people saying, let her cook. So let
No,
her cook.
we're not letting her cook.
I'm pretty sure they said who let her cook.
Yeah,
Let her
that
cook.
sounds more accurate. Revenge just gets bonked. Pyosik going godlike here. That's some world champion plays, okay.
Yeah!
Uh-oh.
Haeri's got to get away. All right.
He's good. He's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not being able to find anything on. And while that play was being made bot lane, essentially Tactical was just under turret mid and really couldn't help as well. So this is getting brutal. This is getting tough.
I mean, I think it's been brutal. I think it's been tough. I think Immortals have been in a spot where this game feels impossible for a little while now. 9,000 gold, 22 minutes into the...
She found out how to use it. Stop her. It's mine.
No, the hearts!
No, undo. Undo.
And
Thank God.
if you guys get the LCS banned, I am going to be so mad.
I'm finding a way how to unplug the mouse.
You got... All right, okay, well, whatever you guys are doing over there, let's check back into the state of the game, because right now, Immortals are so far behind that it's starting to be completed item differences in more than one role. And we already got both 2 items completed topside, 2 items completed in the jungle for Team Liquid versus only the 1 major item on the other side there with Immortals. Mid lane is at least 2 big ones versus 2 big ones. Bottom lane, it's 2.5 versus 2. The Navori Quick Blade's just now being completed for the Xayah. So Immortals having to recognize, dude, they're so far behind in this game. Team Liquid needs to conga line it down mid or something for Immortals to be able to get back in.
She's really polluting the stream.
It's
That
just the
team
corner.
is not even playing.
No one needs this corner for important information, okay? I'm putting the most important information right here.
There's
Okay, give me
buffs
back the
down
mouse,
there.
Give me
Oh.
back some ice.
Oh.
It's a good thing we don't have any champions that stack in this game. Okay, yeah, we don't have any champions that stack, so we're good.
Yeah, and Team Liquid don't need to base. I know they're hovering towards the bot side of the map. They don't even need to play for Soul, even if they're on Soul Point. They could just play towards Baron at this point and let this game just end now. It will just have to be an IMT to push through all of this fog to even fight for it. Now, they do have a control ward there, but once it's cleared out by Team Liquid, it's going to get really dangerous for IMT.
I mean, you look at the map state, like we just had the vision toggle for the side
Yeah.
of Immortals. You look at how dark that map is. Ovilee, you're probably familiar with mini-maps that look like these. It looks like a mini-map in Ovilee's solo queue game. There's just no vision.
I will have you know that I always have the highest vision score on my team.
I always see you play Luden's Echo Lux.
Okay, well, that's because I don't
How many
trust my
control
bot
wards
lane.
are you buying?
Okay, listen, I make Q as support, but I'm the carry, okay? I taught Froggen how to play Lux.
All right.
I taught
Well, I mean,
all the grades.
Froggen's known for his Nivea, so that's... if we're talking about...
You're uninvited for my birthday party.
It's, okay, I'll just be in the same category. I never get invited to Travis's parties. Now I never get invited to Ovilee's parties.
Well, now you know what I'm gonna do?
What?
I'm gonna text your mom right now.
You're gonna invite my mom to
No,
your
I'm gonna
birthday?
text your mom that you're being mean to me.
I feel like Flowers' mom would be the only one at that birthday party.
Okay, see? I'm not the one being mean. I'm not the one being mean.
I feel like I'm being pretty nice, guys. What do you guys think?
You're being pretty nice? You just said my mom's the only person at her birthday, as we've got the team fight breaking out with Kenvi going in. They try to lock down CoreJJ, but they won't be able to blow him up. Instead, Revenge goes into the back line, nearly in front of the kill, but nearly ain't enough. It's Yeon getting the kill. It's 3 dead on Immortals. They want to make it 4, and Haeri should guarantee it with a 5-point strike. Tactical wants to kite, but here comes lightning from Team Liquid.
They pull IMT into an advantageous fight. They had to fight for vision around Baron, or the game would just be over. And they got exactly what they wanted. Team Liquid aced them. Beautifully done.
There's 2 people on Team Liquid that still... 3 people, excuse me, that still have not died. One of those was the attempt here from Immortals. CoreJJ got taken low, but it was CoreJJ who started off the fight beautifully.
Take it away.
Me, Cass?
Yep,
Okay.
that's on you.
You're just
Everything's in
recapping.
slow motion. This
You're
is
just
right now. I can
recapping,
tell
yeah.
what's happening.
Yes.
Yeah, you're just recapping.
Well, I'll
seeing
tell
into
you
the
exactly
Matrix.
what's happening. Team Liquid is kind of stomping Immortals, which makes me sad because I thought that my good buddy Xmithy was a good coach, but I guess I was wrong.
She doesn't mean it, Smith. She doesn't mean it, man. It. Don't watch this VOD.
Xmithy invited me to learn how to do what is it? Breakdancing
Jungling.
class.
Oh. I feel like one is more needed than the other.
No, you know who tried to teach me League of Legends was Reaper.
Oh. Yeah, I was in
Bless
those
his
games. You were the level 4 Evelyn that ganked my lane, instantly died, and then said I thought I was invisible. I remember having to play lane Skarner and working so hard.
What did Reaper
to have
think?
it all disappear in front of my eyes.
Your mom just texted me back. She says I'm watching.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Great, fantastic.
Just a watch
Oh,
this sun going
Pyosik goes in. The engage for the double knockup, but can Team Liquid find anything off of it? The follow-up goes through, it's there, and Yeon goes on a rampage. Now he's jumping in with the Zeri ulti. Haeri's gonna pick up a killing spree. The 3rd kill goes over, a double for Yeon. And Team Liquid, honestly, I think they just won the game.
Yeah, feels like it. You already see Yeon working on towards mid lane inhibitor right now, so they're going to be taking 2 inhibs. They could play it safe and back, but right now, feels so hard for IMT to even hold this.
IMT are just collapsing, man. Team Liquid, they still got Tibbers back there. They've got the enchanted minions coming down 2 lanes. They got a 5v2 for the next 10 seconds. Fleshy's just going to be deleted as Tactical wants to stand and fight, cleansing on the steps of his own fountain to even be able to stay alive a little bit longer as Pyosik leads the charge. He's low, but he ain't dead. He'll finish with a perfect score. And Team Liquid throttles Immortals.
And that has to feel good. It's this man right in front of you. Just prior to that, it was Pyosik that dominated. It was great to see because, like, sure, a lot of people would expect them to beat Immortals, but the way in which they did it was incredible. Clean, slow play, protecting Summit on awkward waves, and finding angles towards mid lane. Pyosik and Haeri, I thought, worked really well together, and that's the one thing we really wanted to see. So, beautifully done from Team Liquid to get the engine going.